Hello, good morning. Hello, stacking. Yes, we're gonna make it spark or maybe just snow today. Probably just snow. Let me turn down that audio. That's good for me. How are y'all doing today? Happy Friday, happy True Friday. Let's see, I've got the code space already started. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. I didn't actually start things, so we can do that. Let's go to Christmas. It was trunk serve, right? I think that's what we do to build things up. And oh right, I don't even have the browser up yet. Is this right? Did I do things correctly here? I have a main with nothing in it. Is that correct? Let's see. I do have that port open. Oh, you're right. I totally forgot. Yes. You know what? Is it even crashing? It's not even showing that it's crashing. But yes, we should get some defaults going in here. Just in case, just to show something. That is a good point. It's like literally one day later and I've already forgotten how the entire thing works. All right, let's add in here. As a like a sender. So as a sender, I want to see a default message and name when like previewing the card. So let's do that. So, okay, so here in card, now we do have this like name message string. So here in create, now we do this. Okay, so after the query, that gives me a history result. Oh, that won't tell me. Which one's the options? Oh, wait. Isn't there something I can do with deserialize where I can give a default to one of these? I totally forgot how to do that in Serde. Serde, Rust, deserialize, defaults. That's what I want to do. So Serde default equals, so if I just say name, and we make you, this is an amazing message. You don't like that. Okay. Let's, oh, because it's string. Do I have to do like 2 owned? Okay, so it is very unhappy about that. Okay, so traits for DE deserialized, DE is not implemented for query params. Oh, it didn't like the .2 owned. Fine. Didn't like that either. Okay. It doesn't like the default equals. This is an amazing message. Fail to parse path. Okay. Oh, use the result of a function. If I had read that. If I had read that. Okay, so use this result of a function. So I guess this would be, I could just create a private function here. So default name. And then we can just do name. Okay. Now you are default name. I want to do the exact same thing for default message. Okay, so then okay, much nicer. Much nicer. Here we go. Now, I probably want to have this be essentially a tutorial, right? So like name might be fine, but like recipient name, but then here let's do to customize, set the let's see, set the query params name and message. For example, so slash I guess we'll have question mark name equals John Doe and message equals Merry Christmas. Great, so next time that I forget this, I'll have a message that tells me exactly how to use it. Perfect. All right, so given this, then now I can just mark this as done. So let's see, set defaults values for name and message. All right. First one down. That's super fast. Thank you, Stacking, also for letting me know and that suggestion. Also, I tried again this morning and like just Twitch didn't work. It's not even getting an error message. It's sending a for a like a gift sub type thing for me. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I can't use this browser. Maybe Firefox isn't working with me or something. Maybe I have to try something else. But I created a new credit card thing in there, and it says like, okay, send a message, but nothing happened. So, we'll have to figure that out later. But my plan is later today to, after the stream, I'm gonna walk out to the local pet store, use all that money you gave me yesterday to buy, well, plus some more, to buy some toys for Zilby for Christmas. So we'll maybe do some playing with him in future streams. All right, so no problem. Cat toys indeed, yes. Okay, so as a card viewer, I want to see the ground. The ground is going to be this dark. So if we remember how this is going to work. No. Okay. I want to copy, go to you. What? Come on. Go to you. Ah, of course. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Envision that one. There we go. Okay. If we remember our lovely design, that is perfect and cannot possibly be better. We're gonna have the ground be this really dark green that's darker than what Envision lets us do here, as sort of like this just, you know, nice rectangle. So let's begin doing that. All right, so ground is just gonna be a rectangle. The sky is going to be exactly the same. So foreseeing that, I think we should create a single component, which is going to be like a background. I don't know, like a background, like just a box, really. A full size box. We're going to have to tell it where to start. But then besides that, I don't really think it's going to be that. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that hard to deal with. Wonder if we can do CSS math with it too. So let's go to our components, and I think I'm just gonna create this as like a atomic component. And if you're not familiar with atomic components, it's this entire theory that you can have like different sized components, going from like really large to like really small, and this is going to be like the smallest type of component. It's just one thing. Cheddar, hello, and thank you so much for the subscription. You've been subscribed for 9 months. A Brookzerker versary, absolutely indeed. Hello. How are you doing, Cheddar? All right. What are we doing? Let's call this like a box.rs. And I wonder if we can make this, let's see. We're going to use a lot of CSS with this, specifically CSS to set the height appropriately. Although in this case, I could make this like the first box that we see have a full like the ground, then the sky starts from the same spot. So really, it might be easier said than done. Let's just make it the entire width of the screen to begin with, and we're gonna need go back up and look at Yew, because I'm specifically interested in the functional components, because I want to try that out this time. So I think it was concepts, functional components, turns a normal Rust function into a functional component. The parameter type needs to be a reference to a properties type. Example, props, my props. If the function doesn't have any parameters, the resulting component doesn't accept any props. If you have a PR going to turn some things into functions and clean up your folder struct a bit, but you didn't have time. Well, thank you for the idea. Just like the idea for that is really nice. If you do ever get that, then I'll be happy to pull that in. The only thing you couldn't figure out was query params inside a function component. Yeah, that's one thing I was worried about too, because we need access to the context in order to get the link stuff. It'll be really nice if ooh, okay, I got it. So we have app component here. This is like a full component. There's no reason that, okay, so get the link information here and store it. And then here, pass in the router information via a property. I think that's what we'd have to do, is the top level, like basically have all the state stored in a single place. That's sort of like, you know, the idea of Redux, Vuex, or just what is it, a composite component UI? I forget what it's called in React, but basically have all that stuff. You get that here with the one struct component that we're going to use, and then we just pass everything down that we need as properties, and we do prop drilling. The only thing I can think about. Let's see how we can do with this. So we first need just the functional component. So we're going to pull in Yew first. So also we need mod in components to tell you about the box. Okay. Use Yew prelude star. Okay, so then we're gonna have to have the properties. So struct props with something in it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to have like a height and a width. So height. I wonder if I want to have these things be like an option. Creating a component library for something like Yew might be really interesting to sort of like do, and sort of like then use for major projects. It might be fun. I might want to try out some of the other libraries too, just to see which one I like the most. So far, I'm pretty happy with Yew. Okay, so we have height. This would be, I think, an option F32. I don't know what is needed in CSS. Let's hold off on the props. I'm going to leave the props as an empty struct right now, and then we'll sort of like pull those in. Then we have our functional component. So we're going to use this. And we're going to call this a box. You're gonna take in the props, which I guess is a type props. Oh, I think it's a reference to props. And you're gonna return HTML. We can use the HTML, that, and we'll probably just have this be a section. If anything, shouldn't you take it as a string? Maybe I should too. That might be good also. Oh, you know what? Box is a reserved keyword, so it can't be box. This is gonna have to be. Oh, let's call it a rectangle. So, rectangle. So let's go ahead and rename you to rectangle. Mod, you need to be a rectangle. Rectangle, and you are a rectangle. I should have recognized that as soon as I wrote out box. I'm like, isn't that a thing? Okay, what are you upset about? The trait bound props is not satisfied. Okay, properties is not implemented for props. So the next question is, can I infer that? So we're going to use properties. Yes, we can. Okay, so we can derive properties for this. Derive debug properties. Can't compare components rectangle props with components rectangle props. Oh, partial equal. Okay, so we need partial equal to. Okay, then you private type. Okay, so you need to be public. Okay, so now I have access to the properties, so I can then see them. And then we're going to return this. So we could just right now, we'll just say, I am a box. We'll do the CSS for that in a little bit. So pulling this out, let's come back to card. We need to bring in the box. So use, I think it's super rectangle. Wonder if I also need to pull in the props too. And then down here, I should be able to just put this in wherever I want. So we have the messages going on right here. I would be happy with now. I want these to be like behind the scenes. How do I want to do that? Because I have like the messages. I want them in front of everything else, which means I want everything else drawn behind it. So put you here. So we're going to put a rectangle like that. I am a box there, and then there's all of our stuff. Okay. Ooh, the other thing that I'm noticing with our CSS, this is going into a section. It's actually, I think, seeing this as a section because of that entire thing. So let's give you a class of what? And do I have to put this into I think I have to put this in here too. A class of I don't know, like title. Then we're gonna do section space title. The span. Okay, so really it's gonna be like I want dot title space. Okay, so dot title space with all these to namespace it. If I could figure out how to do Sass with this, it would make it a lot easier because I could just do nesting. I don't know if Stylus allows me to do Sass yet though. Okay, so are you fine? Well, you did something. What did I do wrong? Okay, there's this section. I'm a box. Okay, here's our section class title. Oh, I think it's not getting. It's not getting what it needs to get now. Sass can bring its own compiler. Yeah, I would like to be able to write Sass inside of here. Would be nice, but yeah, I understand if we can't do that. Okay, so here's our section. Now class equals title, so we saw that that works. Then we have this class title, so section. Oh, this one is section with a title. So section that is also a title. Coding Garden fan, hello. You are a title with a span inside of it. Okay, I think this will do it. There we go. We're back to working correctly, and there is the I am a box in the top left corner. Okay, what's next? I want to make that box have a width and a height of the entire screen, really. So inside of our rectangle, we're gonna need to set, let's see, we're gonna want a div and another div. So we've learned that we need to do this. So then we have the stylus thing. So how do we do that in here? It's a function style. Okay. Yes, we're doing a lot of CSS today, but whenever you do like any kind of web stuff, CSS eventually pulls out unless you're okay with it looking like Craigslist from the 90s. So this goes away and we replace it with whatever we want the style to be. So you are going to be now class equals and it's this, okay, style stir, which we could do with this style get class name. Yeah, so we could do this. Style stir dot get class name. There you go. Get class name. And I think it's a reference. Oh, I guess we have to run style first. So style like that. Then get class name to owned. Okay. Oh, wait. I don't even think I need this at all. Oh, wait, oh, no, we did need that, didn't we? It was like yelling at us for ownership problems if I was doing it here. Cannot find value. Okay, so if I do like style, like that. Oh, right. Then we have to do like the entire style new. Okay, so I think we have to do this here. So let style equals style new. Style like that. That gives us you. So we're gonna unwrap. Okay, that gives us a style. Then in here, do a style dot get the class name. Maybe. Oh, wait. I should probably do this as style. So style string. It's getting confused. Style. This is going to be like a style object or something. So now I have that. What do I need to do? Are you confused because of your style now? You know you're that type. Style? Or is it just Rust Analyzer? Rust Analyzer doesn't seem to be working, does it? Hold on. Restart. And it's got to rebuild all this stuff. I think at this point I can do the get. No, look at this. I'm not getting any Rust Analyzer support here. I'm now seeing 3 implementations. Okay, so that's good. That's not helpful. Okay, so hold on. So let me reduce that. So that way you're happy again, maybe. Let like sort of style class name is equal to style dot okay, there we go. Now we have this string. So now what I can do is class equals then I think it's just a reference to the style class name. We'll just do this separately. You're unhappy. Oh, it's already a reference. Does not live long enough, so I need to owned this. And then you need to be a reference. There we go. Okay, so that's a little bit unfortunate that we have to do these like sort of these games with it. I wonder if I can do this with like a const function, because I'm okay with it running and doing all this stuff at compile time. That might be interesting to look into. But okay, we have that, and then we're gonna have to have our style, like just the styles. I forget what it's called, like the styles equals style dot get style stir. Okay, that gives me that, and then in here Okay, so now we have our styles sort of set in here. So now if I like do anything, like if I set the width and the height to 100. So let's do section width 100, view width, height 100, view height. Look at this, it pushes it down now. And if we take a look at you are 100 view width and 100 view height. So perfect. I also want this to be a background thing. So I want it to be outside of the DOM. And the easiest way to do this is to give it a position of either fixed or absolute. So let's do position absolute. And now everything should now ignore that. And it's right back on top here. Next thing is I want to be able to give it a color. So let's start with like the dark green color here. So we'll do a background color. Now we can do named colors, or we can just do hex values or something like that. If I do dark green, is that actually dark green? I can't tell. So where is it? Stylist. Okay, so here's this I'm a box. Oh, background color, dark green. That's not correct. Invalid property value. Oh, okay, that does work. Oh, it's dark green like that. That's what it is. Now this is way too bright. So I want something with green. It's not gonna work. Dark. I'm not. None of these look great. I want like really dark. Let's see. Dark green. Let's see, I can do RGB. We can use RGB for this. I think I can do RGB. Oh, come on, don't do that. And then I think it's like the red would be 0. Green would be 255, 0. That's super bright. But what if I up the blue and the red to like 200? Oh no, I want them all to be low. So what if I do something like, I want 0 and 0. And I want you to be like 10. I want it to be like okay. Like 25. I can tell that that's like green, but I can only barely see it. Now, it's a little hard for me too because I got studio lights in my eyes, so the color is very dark to me. Can you even see that that is green, or does it just look black to you? Looks black. Okay, let's okay, 40. How about this? This is very green to me. Lona Kolol. Hello. Pretty dark, but you can tell it's green. Okay, perfect. That's what I want to use. So we're going to use this RGB. We're going to use 40 as the green value for right now. So you're going to be RGB 0, 40, 0. Okay. So now if we let this refresh, this is our entire box. Also, I have this sneaking suspicion that my text is disappeared underneath it. So I need to make sure that this is behind everything that I do. How do I do that? And I guess a Z index to like make it as far background as possible. So like what? I think it's like Z index, like 10. But then if I do that, I need to come back to card and tell you that section title needs to have a Z index of like 100. Or not. Okay, let's go remind ourselves how Z indexes work. So here's this one. No, that's not that one. It's this one. Z index 10. Yeah, the box is definitely in the foreground. I want to make this happen. Oh, wait. What are you? Z index has no effect on this element since it is not a positioned element. So I think we need to give this a position too now. So, okay. If I do that and I take away the Z index of that one and I take away the Z index of that one. Okay, so it's not the Z index, it's position. I need to position it. So don't need you, I just need to say position absolute here. Rectangle, you don't need a Z index either. There we go. Okay, so we're back here and we see our ground. Perfect. What is next? I want to pass in those things via property. So specifically, I want to pass in the background color. So let's do our color is going to be just a string. I think you're absolutely right that a string would be really good for this, because then they can just pass in this being like RGB 040 or green or red or whatever they want. I say they as if it's not me, but it's just me. Then we get these props, and then we can style string pass in props.color. But I am a they. That is true. That is very true. Okay, so then we're gonna have color is gonna be a string. I could take ownership of this, but I think it. No, you okay. Taking ownership is probably fine. Let's see. So then I want you. Ooh, now how do I do this? How do I replace you? And I guess like, does this thing have the ability, does this give me like template string type things? Or do I have to use format for this entire thing, which would suck? Rust R string template. Maybe? String, yeah, let's search for that instead. Rust string interpolation. Sure, this one. Yeah, it has format. Well, yeah. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna have to convert this to a format. Can I do multiple? Let's see. Let's try this. So if I take you out, I'm gonna format. Now, can I do multiple lines with this? Because that would actually bring this back to helpful. So if I do section, so in this case, we're gonna do that. Oh, I have to backslash those? I can never remember if it's backslash or just another one of them. Okay, so we do that. Then inside of you, we're going to throw in the color. And then we return this. You don't like that? Oh, okay. So escaping them is as simple as doing something like that. Like that. Okay, Rust Analyzer doesn't hate this. If we come back and take a look at what we got. Here's our style. Position absolute with 100, height 100, background color, RGB. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that worked. Wait a second. Why is that 100, 400? Did I not save it? Because now you should be yelling at me. Yeah, let's come back into card. Okay, you are yelling at me because I am not passing in the right props. So here we want to say color equals color equals, I guess let's do like RGB. Let's do it not the 40. Let's do something that's like very distinct. So let's do something like 0, 255, 0. So that will be very bright green. Oh, color is okay. So we have to come make you public. Not move. Okay, so I don't need to move. We can just do a reference. I'm okay with doing a stir. No errors. Hey, bright green. So then we're gonna come back to here and we're gonna say that you are gonna be a 40. Boom. Okay, so this isn't that bad. Like, we just replaced the R sharp with format. The R hash, the R pound, the R sharp, I don't know what to call it. But with just a format, and it looks exactly the same, but now we can insert whatever we want into it. I'm happy with that. I think that this looks just as neat as like any other thing that I would want to do with it. So this is cool. All right, so we have that working. What else do I need? Okay, so that's the ground, right? So we have that in here. Next up is I want to reuse rectangle. Or do I want to have like an offset for it so it offsets from the top? Or like we don't have the height is not really 100 VH. I think for Trixie's purposes, I want to set this to be like just the ground is all over everything else, and then we're going to do a sky layered on top of this. So we may still need to do z-index type stuff. So I'm going to mark this as complete, so we can close you off and look at our beautiful ground. Oh, we need to get rid of the I'm a box. You are here. Okay. Let's see. So created the ground. All right, what's next? I want to see the sky. So we want to reuse our rectangle. So we're going to come back to card here. I want to reuse rectangle, maybe before it. So we're going to use rectangle. We're going to set the color to blue, but we want it to be a really dark blue, but we can start by like a brighter blue. So let's just say blue, like that. Now the problem is this. This is what I was afraid of. It's underneath, I think. I think it's underneath the green. Let's go find that. So here is. Here's our color blue. We can see there. Now, if I try to make you the index like, okay, so now we're gonna have to start with the z-index. What other things can I put in here? Oh, so we can do unsets and all that fun stuff too. So I think we're gonna have to pass in a z-index for like the background type things. And that should probably be properties. That way we can control what's above and what's below from card. So let's add in to our rectangle. pub. So we'll call this the Z index. And I guess, I don't know if this really matters what it is. It is a number, so let's just go ahead and say this is a U16. Actually, it could be a U8. I don't think I need very, very big numbers right now for what we're going to be working with. And then down here, we're going to say Z index is that. Banzi, hello and Merry Christmas. Okay, and then we need to pass you into. So Z index is going to be a U8. A copy is, like, for these primitive types, is usually no faster or slower than a reference, pass by reference. So that's why I'm just going to do that. So we'll do this Z index here. Now coming back to here, we need to now give you props dot Z index. Okay. Now back to card. And then U. I can never remember if Z index is supposed to be like above or below. Okay, so we want Z index equals, let's do I think it's low is behind. Let's do 100 and Z index equals 10. There we go. Okay, so now we have our blue here. So I want to show the sky only part way down and like not too much down. So that means we need to override the height here too. So we're gonna say pub height is probably just gonna be a string. Then we're gonna need to pass that into our style. We're getting close to the point where I might just want to pass in the props. Pretty soon, I wouldn't be surprised if Clippy yells at me. So that's a really good question. Am I having Clippy do its thing? Cargo command used for cargo chip is Clippy. Okay. So I think okay, well, apparently Clippy's not a thing. Well, looks like they changed it. Looks like Clippy is on by default now. So I'm happy with that. All right, so we're gonna do props dot our height gets to come in. That's also a string, so this needs to be a stir. Okay, then in a string, we're gonna do a height, gonna be a stir, and this height is now gonna be changed to you. And that means height goes first. So height gets added in there. You still need to install Clippy, or does it come with Rust up? Good question. How do I find out? There's like a Rust up command to see what components I have, right? I don't think it's part of show. Oh, is it tools? I don't think that's right. That's just like the compiler targets. Is it a cargo thing or is it a rust up thing? Rust up stall Clippy. Oh, wait, do I need to tell it to Clippy all? Wait. Where was that Clippy that we found? There it is. Clippy all? Uh-oh. It might hate this. Didn't find Z-index, but I think that's just because it's missing a height now. So if I do height equals, now I want this to be for the blue color, I want it to be like partial. So let's do like 30 view height, and you are gonna be 100 view height. So that's a weird sort of like bug, like linter bug there. Okay, so cargo check failed. You worked there. Now there's our skyline. We need to set the z-index for the other component too. We can do that really easily here. We need to make sure this is at the very top, so we're going to do 255. And now that should show up on top of everything. Okay, excellent. So things are going well. Okay, so we need to do rust up component add Clippy. Let's do that. Rust up component add Clippy. Oh, okay. It's already here. We already have Clippy. It came by default. Shurzak, hello. Merry Christmas. And it's up to date. Okay, so I think this is not how to do it. How do I run it through the command line? Is it just like space all? Dash capital A? We'll see. We'll keep on playing with it. See if we can get it working. Okay, so we have z-index here. We set the z-index. Okay, everything is looking good. Let's make sure that that blue is a nice dark blue, because I think that's unfortunately not really what we want here. So we have it as just blue. Let's replace this with an RGB again. Red, blue, green. RGB. So 0, 0, like, let's do 40. So it's like consistent all across. There, so we have a dark night sky and a dark ground. Okay. I kind of want the skyline to be a little bit lower here. So let's actually just figure out what we really want. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split this out. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna put this on the right. And let's go find, here's the blue sky. I want you like right in the middle of a message. Or maybe like right and right below it. And then no matter what, maybe I want you to just be halfway. Like, what if I just say 50 view height? Maybe we can play with it. We'll try 50. And then we can well, we'll try something else later. Okay, so we've got that going for us. Next up, I want to, I guess that's the sky. So let's see, do I have to do W to get the warnings? Or was it like all? It doesn't like cargo check failed. Okay, so it doesn't like this command. And if I do a cargo check, if I go inside of, I think it was something like then use dash dash Clippy. No. Oh, just cargo Clippy. Oh, look at that. There is a Clippy all. But I don't like the fact that it's cargo Clippy and not cargo check Clippy. That would be really nice. But okay, I think it is Clippy all. So it'd be cargo Clippy Clippy all. Do I have to do it on specific files? Well, we'll figure it out eventually. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Okay, so what we have here is we now see the sky. Okay. I want to see a tree. So that's going to be next. We're going to create a tree, which I think is just going to be an icon component that displays an icon. Because I don't want to go through the entire thing of like drawing a tree by like creating weird rectangles and like rotating them and making a tree that way. Why do that when instead we can just come to our Google Fonts and find a tree. So where is that? It's icons. I want a tree. I want you. Let's make you a SVG. Where do you change the color here? I don't know if that matters. We'll make you white because it's a very... Katali, hello! Happy holidays! Okay, so if I do this... I'm gonna download our SVG, save the file. I haven't tried this yet, but I heard that it's pretty easy for us to copy things over. Go to my downloads. Let me rename it to tree. Cargo Clippy -- Clippy Pedantic. Ooh, okay. Let me first see if I can copy you over. Oh yes, nice. Okay, so here's you. Let's also you back. So can I do cargo command for using cargo check? Can I actually just write this as like the full cargo? Oh, I wonder if it's this. It does cargo, and then we're gonna do Clippy -- W Clippy Dantic. Then we're gonna come back to here and hit save. Well, okay, we're gonna come here and hit save. Failed to create. Okay, so didn't like that. Have to put no, it doesn't like it. Doesn't like it when I do this here. Yeah, something it does. Oh wait, check on the extra args. Oh wait. So if I hold on, if I do Clippy extra args. Oh, it didn't like that either. It feels like there's some weird things going on here. Like Clippy part works. And I see like a little Clippy pop up down here, but not doing that way. Yeah, we could try the command line again. So we'll do cargo Clippy W Clippy Bantic. Oh, there's nothing to find. Let's okay, so you found this thing here. Oh, well, that's just a normal thing. Never mind. I guess I'll just run this every once in a while to see if we find it like a difference. Until then, we're working on getting a tree into the system. So we need a new component for an icon. So we'll call this an icon.rs. Mod icon. We're definitely going to need properties for this. So let's start with use Yew prelude star. Don't know how we're gonna do the icon type thing. I think we're gonna have CSS pick it up and find it. That's probably gonna make the most sense. So pub. Okay, so we need a derive, debug, partial equal, and a properties. And then we can do a pub struct props. Then we're going to do the feature. Was it feature function feature function component, and this is going to become an icon. You're going to take in the props. Going to return HTML. Okay, so then we're gonna have this entire div and div. Okay, let's because I'm starting to like realize that it's getting a little bit hard to sort of like see what I'm working on. I'm gonna give everything a class, an ID of what this like the component name is. So it's gonna be an icon. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to sort of like see what we're doing. Let's also set up our CSS. So we're gonna have a function create, like, I guess it's gonna be this the raw, the style string. I wonder if this could be a stir. I think it needs to be a string though. Style string, which is gonna take in whatever props. So let's actually just have this take in props, which is going to be just a reference to this props. Right now we don't need them, and we're going to return a string, and so this is going to be a format, and that's it. We're not really doing anything with it right now. And we're going to use style. So let our style is going to be equal to style new, our style string, which we pass in a reference to the props. So this one can actually that. Then I think we have to unwrap you. Oh, you're upset. I think I lost roast analyzer. You can't even tell me what you are. Okay, so style new. Wow, okay. Okay, result. There we go. Now we're gonna unwrap. Then we get, okay, then we get a style. So now we're gonna get the name. So let style name equals style dot get, like the get style name. I think it's that. Get class name. Get class name. There we go. That gives us a string, which we then have to owned. Let style string get, I guess it was style string. Get style stir. Okay, it gives us both those. Then you can do class equals Style name is in here, and then immediately inside, do style string. Style. Okay. So that's sort of like the basic setup for a component here in Yew. We have a functional component. We have properties that we can pull in. We can set up our CSS and get that all going for us. Which means that I should be able to now start using this. So let's come back into, it can be in the card. We need to use you. So use super, it's gonna be an icon, and I want to put this needs to go below, okay, behind the trees. So we're gonna have an icon just like this for right now. And we're gonna make this like a tree. Now, I probably should, I won't see it like directly in here, but I should be able to see the code. So here's our icon. There we go. Okay, so it does exist in here. So next up, we want to pull in we want to actually pull in the icon and display it on the screen. So how would I end up doing that? Can I actually do that here? So I want a background image. We'll set this as a URL. Oh, come on, let me edit you. URL, and I want that to be this tree.svg. Could not load the image. Okay, so you can't do that. Let's see. Is that because you have to be put in, like, how do I do public stuff? Like static assets. There's this dist directory. I probably have to throw it in there. Let's see, if I do put it in there. Now it finds it, okay. Which means we're probably also gonna need to have to give you like a position absolute and a z index of like, I don't know, 200. I don't know where this is. Oh, and a width and height. What? Let's make this like 100 pixels. 100 pixels. Okay. I mean, we see an image there. I want the there's the entire background image mode, right? Or there. Mode. Oh, background repeat. No repeat. So it's just one. Background size. Okay. So there's the background size. Cover is probably what I want. So that means that as this width and height go up, it increases the size of this tree. Now, I have to make sure that the height and width are equal to each other, or like the proper size for this, which it looks to me like 156 to 170 or so. A square is fine for this, I think. And then we can put this wherever we want. We're probably going to want to specifically, if we put it in a position absolute, we just sort of like place it wherever we feel like it. Which I wonder if that means SVG, you might need to give it a fill to see it. Oh yeah, no, I don't think we need to do that. I think also though we can give it a color. Oh wait, can I do that? Background color green. No, that's not right. Actually just the white might be fine for this. I may not want to do this as a background image, do I? If I don't do this as a background image, can I do this as just an image? Let's see. Fill instructs. Ooh. Let's take a look at that. No, not that browser. This browser. Oh, we can put this in here. We could just throw the direct SVG into a file. That could work too. You want fill. So can I do fill inside of here? So here, let's give us back to this. Fill green. It doesn't like it for a background image. If I change this from a div, look at this, dark reader inline fill. Did that? No, that doesn't do it either. So here's this fill green. What else would I need to do to it? And does it not be a background image? So there's blend mode, clip color, image origin. Oh, background position. Well, unfortunately, fill doesn't seem to work for this one. Unless, take you out. Oh, the fill. Ooh, okay, hold on. Fill, we make you like yellow. Let's see. Okay, now from CSS tricks, take a look at that. Oh, but I think I need an image tag. For you, yeah, look at this. It's an actual full SVG, as is right here. So I can't use this as a background image. I have to use it as something else. For you, can I pull in outside components? Or files. Can I pull in files easily? Now I could probably use like a file read and sort of like put that in. I don't know if that's gonna be that helpful, but you know, SVGs, we just take a look at it. If I just copy you and we come into icon like this, so this would then have to be an icon tree, right? If I were to do that. So if I do this, can I put the SVG into the CSS? I don't know. What if I did this? Pull you out again. So I hit save. But I know all that other stuff goes away, but oh yeah, we're gonna need to set format. Okay, so we need to do position, absolute, see index, like 200. We do that. There's our tree. Let's also do a fill of green. Let's do fill of yellow, so it's super obvious. That doesn't look right to me. Oh, you know what? We need a, okay, hold on. Xenix, the fill has to be on the SVG. So, what am I doing? How does this even work? How did this work? This needs to be, the SVG. And now we do fill. Yep. Oh, and you need to be double open and double close. You're still not, let's make you nice and big. So we'll do width of like, 200 pixels, height 200 pixels. Oh, wait, I think, did it get it? Where's my tree? Here's my icon. Here's my SVG. Here's several different fills. That's really dark. Okay, so position, absolute, Z index, width, height. The fill yellow doesn't work because there's, oh, this dark reader inline fill. Oh, dark reader. Dark reader. Oh, okay, hold on. Dark reader, I need you to turn off for this site. So, local host. So this could have been a disaster of like setting up, okay, it works on my system because I have this dark reader thing and I've been making it up for that. We need to set this to have a color of white. Yeah, so let's see, card. Yeah, let's make all of our titles color white. White, like that. There we go. Okay. Also, I think I lost. Are you not? Oh, and I think that's fine. Because it's like one long string. It's like weird. Yeah, okay. So, oops. I was wondering why Dark Reader was just getting inserted in all over the place. Why was I seeing that in here? No, it's that thing. Okay, so now we have this. We can position it wherever we want. So for example, in our icon, if I do, let's see, I can do a top bottom. I don't think I can do like an X and a Y. I think I can only do top bottom. So let's do like bottom 50 pixels, left 200 pixels. That puts it down there. Let's put this as a slightly lighter green. So I think if I actually just say that you're green. Okay, that's good. Now, what if I don't want to use like the SVG directly here like this? What if I do want to, if I put tree back into dist here, what if instead of doing this, I do an image source equals, this would be tree.svg. Now I want you to be an image. You don't take in the green, unfortunately. Everything else is the same. But you have a fill of green. Yeah, it has to be an SVG. Hi. Are you here to say hi? No? Don't want to be held. I can throw something for you. Here. Get in position. Ready? Go. Okay, he doesn't care about the little fuzzball. He wants a mouse, and they're all lost right now. That's one of the things we're gonna go buy is a bunch of mice for him. You have to do an SVG and you can pull it into source like an image. Oh, really? Didn't know that. Okay. So if I do, okay, back to SVG, and then you are going to do SVG source equals that. No, it didn't work. Okay, network, you didn't even try. Like you're there. Do I have to do an image like okay, maybe it's slightly different of how to do it. So MDN SVG. Oh, is it path? That's like the definition of it, right? Want that's what we did before, and the fill didn't work. Everything else worked about it, but the fill did not work. SVG source. That's what I want. SVG source. Maybe CSS tricks have some help. Wait a second. Okay, using it as an image. That's what we did before. We can use a background image. We tried that too, but then the fill didn't work with either the back image or the other one. Inline SVG, we did that one, and that one worked the best. Object. Oh, okay. Object. We can inline it, then I'll just turn it into a component tree. That'll be fine too. I don't worry about that. But take a look at this. We can use an object type. Okay, so if I pull you out, I want object type image that data is going to be tree.svg. Don't need a class. Don't need that. Do that, and so you are now going to be object. Oh, you're not happy either. Yeah, I don't think that worked. Okay. Let's go back to inlining because that works the best. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rename this icon. So to just tree icon. Either that or, if we do an icon and I have a name. Okay, so let's bring you back like that. You are a SVG. Happy here. You're very unhappy because this is useless use of format. Whatever, shut up. Also, Clippy is definitely doing its thing. Okay, so we're all good here. I want to make sure that we're back. Okay, so we're back to working here. Now, can I do something like let icon type equals, let's just say that I want this to be a, I don't know, I want you to be a tree. Can I do actual stuff in here? So can I just say like, if icon type is equal to tree, then show this SVG. Else, don't show it. I guess that would be under HTML. There's these fragment, literals and expressions. Ah, okay. So look, we can do this. We can do an open bracket, and then we can do if that is whatever, then another open. Oh, and then you do an HTML inside of it. Okay. So this is the way it works. Okay, so let's do this again. We're gonna do that open if icon type is equal to tree. Boom, open that. Now we're gonna do another HTML and throw this inside of there. You're unhappy. If maybe missing an else clause. Ooh, yeah, if you're not that, else, just return HTML of nothing. Okay. Okay, so if I do that, now you should still be working as expected. And then if you're not a tree, so if you're, I don't know, a star, then that should disappear. And it does. Okay, so now we can have the type of icon that we're going to be going with. And this, I bet, we can store into, can we store this in? I think this will be fine to just put this directly in here. But in the icon, we can maybe have, okay, so we have our props. Let's also have a pub enum icon type. So we're going to start with tree, and then we might have like a star. We know we're going to have like a snowflake. I think those are the three that we're going to start with. So then in props, we're going to have icon type. You need to be public, and your type is going to be an icon type. Then coming into here, how do I want to do this? We can do a match here. So I'm just gonna cut you out. So we're going to match the props.icon type. Oh, no autocomplete. Oh. Okay, so we know that it's going to be a tree. I think it's icon type tree. So if you're a tree, return this. We can make them all the same right now. Wait, am I inside a macro? I'm inside this thing right here. So it should be allowing me to write Rust code. Oh yeah, they do hate each other, don't they? So star. We'll just make you all the same for right now. Icon type, snowflake. Okay. So that's what you return. A little bit cleaning. what is function component doing? So this function component is basically saying, hey, this function icon, turn it into a function component, which is the equivalent of what we have over here. So where we have a struct card, I then have, in this case, we have no state inside whatsoever, and then we do an impl component for card. It's basically doing all of that for me outside, so I can just have a function, and that's it. It's exactly that. You're right, Stacking. It's class versus functional in React all over again, except this is inside of Rust, so I'm guessing we're gonna have a little bit less of the drama that entire argument had. Maybe. Okay, back to you. You are so upset. Expected closing. Did I? So this is open. Oh, wait, we need to return. Okay, hold on. I return. Okay. This needs to be HTML. Like that. Okay, there we go. Now you're happy. So now no matter what type we return, we're gonna get this tree. You're just an icon type. Okay. You need to implement debug. Derive debug. Do you also need to implement partial equal? Probably. Okay, so now we need to pass in what type you are. So here, icon, and we're gonna have, was it icon type? It is icon type. Icon type equals icon type, import that, and you're gonna be a tree. Got some warnings, but here we go. There's our tree. So if I had stars, I can like pull it out and make it other things, but now we can like just set this to be whatever we want. Okay, so that's cool. We can now see a tree, which I think is what we were going for here, because we're going to want to see a forest for next time to turn it into many more things. So that being said, let's go ahead and see, clean up some of this stuff. Okay, so not being used. I'm okay. We're going to be using it soon, so don't worry about this. It's okay. Let's see. Yeah, you just use a format. We're going to be using that pretty soon too, also. So don't worry. Everything's fine, Clippy. Everything's fine. Okay. Let's. Okay, so we created a tree icon. Just go ahead and push that right now. It is 10:52. I need to take a really quick break, and then I will be right back to make our forest. Oh, hello, Zilby. Zilby decided to take my seat. Do you want to program for me too? No? Okay. Just gonna hang out here. I'll pet you. You're just out of sight. Oh, that's too bad. All right, you're gonna go back. Maybe to your area? Possibly? No, just sit here in front of the monitor? That's fine too. Okay, so we're going for a forest now. Okay, so as a card viewer, I want to see a forest. So I want like a huge number of trees. We're gonna want to put them in random places, which means I think we need rand. Maybe before we do rand, let's update our icons so we can place them in a very specific spots, which means we're gonna want let's see, where is this? This is gonna be in icon. We're gonna want to be able to set the bottom, the left. We want to set these. Okay. So in props, we're gonna want now, is there a position? Is there a like a positional element? So like MDN, like we have top. There's also like left. Is there one that's not based upon this, but where else would I find that? Is there like a, I want to say position, but that's the wrong thing. I want like an X and a Y, a coordinate. So maybe MDN CSS position coordinates. So I just see the left, right, top, and bottoms. It's not really a problem. We can change that. We can work with it. It's still top left. Okay, so I think, yeah, okay. So we'll work with it. It'll be fine. So what we want to do is we want to have, for our icon, for our props, we're gonna want like a pub, because like let's start with, okay, we know we're gonna want like a top, left, right, and bottom. Let's just do top and left. We'll do top and left. So top is gonna be okay, so we'll do top. I think we can do percentages, so let's just do string. Hub left, string. I'm glad this is gonna be all based on compile time, because like if we were having to like do these string conversions at runtime, it would suck. But we're just building out this these strings here. So we're gonna do, we have these bottom and left, we're gonna do top, it's gonna be that, and left, gonna be that. And see, you're gonna be so happy, Clippy. We're no longer gonna have useless. So now we're gonna have props. Props dot top. Props dot left. Oh, and I think I want to give you a reference, so I don't take ownership of it by accident. Okay. Then we're gonna go into card. You're upset because we're not giving a top and a left. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna say top equals. Now we're 50% down, so I really want to see what happens if I do 50%. And then for left, if I do, I don't know, like 25. %. Not bad. Okay, so how far can I go? In this case, I feel like I can go down to here. So like 36%, and then if I do smaller windows and see what we work with. Okay, you're not really going to affect anything that way. How do I tell it what type of display to be? Oh, it's here. Okay, responsive, sure. Give me. Yeah. So if you're a phone, that's not enough. I then need you to be down like this. Okay, so nobody used this on a Galaxy S10. Okay, let's see. Everything else is so far fine. Yeah, okay. I think that's gonna be fine. So we want top to be at the least 42% for this. Okay. So we want you to be top 42% as the minimum. And what we can probably do is just store this in here. So minimum top, so min tree top is going to be an U32. Do I want that to be U32? It also can be an F32. And a max tree top is going to be an F32. So then you have min tree top is, what did we decide? 42? Yeah. 42.0. Max tree top. What will you be? Like, just so we can see the tip of it. think that's gonna be fine. Set that one. Okay, that is 93. 93.0. Okay. So now let's just do like a line down so we can just go between them all. Or no, let's do min tree. Let's do left and right then. So min tree left. So I think that one would be negative 17%. And then tree right is gonna be that's okay. Careful about that. 79% there, but now I have to check all these. So okay, I think all of you are gonna be fine. So 79%. Okay, so now let's bring in Rand. And I want to create a loop for the number of trees. So let's do tree count. Let's do this. This could be a U size. I guess it doesn't need to be U size. It could be anything, right? Like a U8. I don't think we need more than 255 of them. So tree count as 25. Then in here for our icon type, we want to now do this thing. So we can now do a for. I don't think we're really gonna care. So for in self dot tree count. Oh, it's gonna be 0 dot self dot tree count. Okay. Then we're going to want to return HTML, like a grouping of HTML in this. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. So how do I do that? We want like a format and to continuously add to that format. That might be interesting. If I do let forest, let probably mute. You're gonna be just an empty string to start with. Probably string new. Oh, we can push. We can push. We can push to the string. I forgot that's something we can do with strings. So then in here, and then I want to HTML this afterwards. Do you have a suggestion of a for loop in here? Uh-oh, that's the only thing you have. Hmm. Oh wait, did I look right at it? That's so. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let items equals with collect vector. Okay, so oh, I want a vector of things, a vector of HTML, and then I collect them together like that. Okay. So we're gonna have a vec. Interesting. Okay. So I can probably do this. Clicking a set tab, they have two different ways. Oh, syntax 2. Wait. For items.iter. Items. Select vec. Oh, they need code to display the iterator. Oh, okay, so I need to make sure this is not a normal. Okay, this is not the right syntax. So I need to do this outside of here. We probably need to create another function here. So function create forest. We're going to take in oh, you know what? We should do this as an impl. We have access to self. So card pub function. These doesn't need pub. Function create forest. Reference to self. We're going to return, it sounds like an iterator. So items.iter. So that means it could just be a vector. So we're going to turn a vec of HTML. Okay, so let forest equals a new vec. We're going to return forest. Then we have rand, so I want to create a random number. So let's do let mute rng equals rand red rng. Now we can use the rng gen range to generate. Okay, so 4 and then this is going to be 4 blah in self dot tree count. It's like 0 dot dot self dot tree count. Now for each one of these, I want to generate a random left and right within the treetop. So let our left is going to be equal to an RNG gen range, and then we have to give it a range, so low to high. So this is going to be self dot min tree left to self dot max tree left. Oh, this is supposed to be. Ooh. Max tree left. Okay, so max tree left. Okay, so give me that. Then also give me top equals RNG gen range stuff dot min tree top stuff dot max tree top. Okay. Then I want to generate. Okay, so we're going to do a forest dot push HTML. And then inside of that, we're going to throw in our image tag, our icon tag. So you're an icon type tree. Your top is going to be I need this to be a string. So let's format this. Can I do a toString on this? Like toString. Then top is now going to be a reference to top, and left is going to be a reference to left. We put that into there, we return the forest. Then down here, we don't want to use this icon anymore. Now we want to do for items. Okay, so then for self dot where is it? Self dot create forest. Self dot create forest dot iter. Uncaught. Oh, uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Out of memory. Okay, so too many trees in the forest. Let's do not 255 of them. Where's my create? Let's do like 50 trees. Still out of memory. Oh, we got other errors. Compiler, the target is not supported by default. Oh, we have to use a different rand. This random isn't working for us. You enable the JS feature for rand. Okay, so we can do that. So cargo toml. JS feature for rand. Where is it? Where's my rand? There you are. So rand equals that. Version equals that. Features. Failed to select a version for rand. Okay, you told me that rand had that feature and then you lied to me. So we need rand but with a JS. I don't think that's it. I think there's a rand with JS in it. I know there is a rand that's made to be working with WebAssembly. So WebAssembly rand Rust. Rust. Okay. No, wait, that's not it. Oh, support. Okay, for WebAssembly. Hmm. Okay, does you have something for rand? No. Let's see. Does glue have something for rand? Glue rand. It would be glue rand Rust. No, that's okay. Glue's not being maintained, or wait, that was this year. Oh, that's too bad. Glue seems pretty awesome. I would imagine that there's some kind of rand that we can get from. Oh, but that would not be. That'd be a runtime thing. Maybe runtime would be fine for this. If we say to card, I guess this happens at runtime, doesn't it? So if I don't use rand like this, so if I take you out, back to card, I'm gonna use you. I mean, I can just like manually populate them. I can just say like, you know what, I want you to be, you know, in these like 20 different places, and we can just set a the tops. You can just set it for that. This is too bad though. But if I could figure out how to get like there's the window thing, so we can get window. So let random equals, so you don't exist anymore. You have to like take you out temporarily. So we want to use glue. You're so okay, glue. Oh, utils. So there's also glue glue utils. Body document history. Okay, window dot oh, it'd be like math. I don't think it's gonna be that easy. So I don't think I'm able to do that quite as nicely as I really wanted to for this. So I think we have to pivot for the forest. And we're just gonna like create like 4 trees. So we'll probably just do something like forest.push, then it'll be HTML, then we'll do the icon, Then inside of icon, we have the icon type. Icon type, tree. We'll have top equals, and let's just say that this is going to be, we already know that the min and max for this, let's just do like 5 of them. Let's do like 50, 50%. Left equals like 25%. Think that'll make you happy? Still getting out of memory errors? Cannot be formatted with the default formatter. Vino doesn't implement display. Oh, I was really hoping I can do that here, but I guess not. Or maybe I just don't know how to use the for loop yet. What if I don't do this create forest at all? What if we just take this icon and we just throw you manually in here? So still out of memory. How are you out of memory? Did I throw too much stuff in here? Oh, this is too bad. Is it just you're out of memory? Uncaught out of memory in here, so. It's like trying to return to WASM. So what's happening here in my performance, I think? Wait, no. That's not what I wanted. Oh, launch. Okay, so. Can you show me memory? No? I think this just shows me time, not memory. I don't think this memory actually shows me. Oh, wait. Big snapshot? Okay. Am I actually out of memory? 1.59 megabytes is not very much. I don't really know what I'm looking at here. Okay, I can see. That doesn't seem like it's an insane amount of memory that I'm using. So this may have killed the project until I figure out this. We took out rand I'm not using that anymore. Okay, wait. You're running again successfully there, but when we try to run you, we get an out of memory error. Okay, so if I kill you, I do another trunk serve, and let's say I close you completely. Oh, interesting. Okay. So at some point in time, I filled up the memory and it wasn't resetting, and I had to completely close that window down and reopen it again. That's doesn't sound good. Just for some, just going, just getting it done sake, let's do something like 42%, let's do like 70%, 81, and like 39%. And the left we'll do 18, 10, 70, and 65. So there's a forest. We can put a whole bunch more in here and sort of play around with them, but for right now, we're just gonna accept that this is our forest. Now, if I want to do a snowflake, we have to go find a snowflake and put that in there. But I think unfortunately I've run out of time. So now what I'll probably do is I'll send this card out. Well, I might work on it a little bit more, but I probably am just going to send this card out as it is. And then maybe on Sunday we can keep on working on it because I want to get it done. Also, this is a good learning for you. I would also love to get that for loop thing done, but unfortunately I think I'm just running out of time. So let's go ahead and sort of like clean this up a little bit. So we have some warnings here because we're not constructing our star or the snowflake. That's fine. And icon type, we're not using that, so we can get rid of you. Then, okay, then we're good here. Now we can see a forest. I suppose we can try, I don't know if it matters. If I can't figure out a random number generator, I don't think it's gonna matter if I have a loop or not. I guess we can like just sort of like create things and have it like a very uniform, but like random number generators I think would be too important for this type of thing. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Maybe later we can create like a card builder or something that we can click and create them that way. But until then, I'll go ahead and you down status. So we can see a sparse forest. And I'll go ahead and push that up. Thank you once again, everybody, for hanging out and stopping by. Thank you, Cheddar, for the subscription. And I think I'm going to head off and go grab some Christmas presents for Azilby. And so I plan on being back here again on Sunday morning, and we'll see if we can finish this up, even if it's a little bit after Christmas. All right. Thank you once again. Have a great day, and have a great Christmas if you celebrate. Bye.